What's up guys, Sonic-24 here, and this is going to be a short tutorial on how to change your character sprite in the game based on an item that you have. Now I got hit with this question just a few minutes ago, and I'm not really good at explaining things in text, so I figured the best thing to do was to make another short video on how to exactly do that. So I got a question with how to change the character sprite based on, like, for example, an armor in the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what exactly you can do to kind of remedy that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by going to the database. Oh, before I actually get started, the first thing you want to make sure you do is have your basic sprite for your character already installed, and also have your sprite for the character holding the armor as if they're on the map. This doesn't count for battle, so this is only the world map application. And that's what the person wanted to know, so I'm just going to stick with that. So just make sure you get your sprites set. So in my case, I'm going to be using Sora, and I'm going to be using, so like for example, I'm going to change Sora's attributes a bit. So what I'm going to do is that this is a sprite for when he's moving around regular, when the map is regular sprite. And then I made a custom one a long time ago, which is like one of these default looking ones that just are, you know, recolored and everything. So I'm just going to change it to, if he was, say, holding something else, he would turn into this sprite. So I'm just going to make an example real quick. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go to, we're going to start with like an item. So what I did is that I'm going to say, for example, his main weapon is, say, this Keyblade, right, the Keyblade. And what I did is that I made an extra Keyblade, another item for an example. It's just called Keyblade 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to program it so his sprite changes, so that way when he equips Keyblade 2, his sprite will change to that recolored looking sprite that I just showed you. So the first thing that we got to do is that we got your item, so we're going to assume that you got that set. We're going to go to common events, and what we're going to do, ignore that, we're going to create a common event. So what we're going to do is going to go to, first, name it if you want, and then we're going to go to parallel process. So we're going to keep that. I'm just going to write this as sprite test. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to insert, and we're going to look for, let's see, where you at? Conditional branch. And what we're going to do is that this page will pop up, and it's going to have 1 or 2 pages. You're going to go to page 2, and what you're going to do is look for hero. Sora has whatever item it is you're looking for. So in my case, I'm going to change it to, this one will pop up. We're going to look for Keyblade 2. So when we get Keyblade 2, we're going to have it set to change that sprite again. So Keyblade 2, say OK. Now in this spot, you're going to right click right here and go to insert, and what we're going to look for now is to actually change the sprite. It's called change sprite association. So this is the normal sprite we have, but since we want to change it when that Keyblade 2 is selected, what we're going to do is select the hero Sora, and we're going to go to change sprite. Then your whole database of sprites that you have, or the default ones and the ported ones, should show up, and I'm going to look for that basic one I have right here, which is this one. So when Sora equips Keyblade 2, he will change into this sprite. So we're going to say OK. Now for the else handler, now say for example, if you take that item or armor off, you want your character to reverts back to their normal sprite. So what we're going to do is go to insert, go back to sprite, change sprite association, and we're just going to have it set to the default, and this is the default one right here. So we're going to say OK to that. So when Sora equips Keyblade 2, he'll change to that basic sprite, and when he takes it off or unequips it, he will turn it back to his normal sprite form. So we're going to say OK to that and apply it. Alright, so now we're going to test it out real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, let's see. Let me check this out real quick. First I got to put the actual item Keyblade 2 in the game, so just let me add this real quick. So I'm going to insert, item management, regular armor, Keyblade 2, OK. Alright. So what we're going to do is start it up real quick. And first, let me see if I can get this on full screen. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and start it.